looking guilty like a nigga caught case. Good lady, I swear I've been in the dog's place. Wish that I can go and I could hide my face. Don't know what the fuck lately to really chase, but I swear I got money in the bait like I'm pork chase. Something feel like I just be fourth grade. Never felt like you did really just be dumb things. I'm losing hope and I swear all that shit is fake. But I swear every day, yeah, I just still be getting paid. But all that really do, it really numb the pain. The hurt, I swear they got me feeling so insane. Every day I put a smile up on my face, but every day I swear that shit just be so fake. Frontin' one like on the play. Swear every day I swear I be losing faith. Hoping that they the same fate. But lately I swear I just been here and day. Lately I swear I just really sad days. Yeah, y'all know what I'm feeling, you understand what I'm saying. I swear to God, yeah, I ain't really playing. Feel like lately I just be up in the state, but I don't know there's any more that I can take. Try to do better, but I feel like it's too late. I'm in my head, girl, cause that pussy.
I thought I won the fight in the ring. When I watched it back, I said, what is this? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I watched it back and I said, what is this?
What's your opinion on the fight now after watching it back?
Again, I'm always going to be open and honest. I feel like if there was a winner of the fight, it was me. I landed the more hurtful shots, the more clean and effective shots. All he really landed was a jab. Again, I gave respect to the jabs he landed, because when you're in there, you don't really feel the punches, or you don't really, I wasn't affected by any of the punches, but I saw how he was responding to whenever I hit him. So I thought I was comfortable within the fight. When I watched it back, I said, what is this? This rematch has to happen, and I have to right my wrongs. So that's the mission.
First and foremost, I want to say what's good with it, everybody. Salute to the people. You heard it from Anthony Yarde himself, man. He's confident, and he feels he didn't lose the first fight. I watched the first fight. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because it's documented on the channel. I felt the same way. But before I even get up into this, if y'all up in here, I want to appreciate Zen popping in early. Read that and read what's below, man. Come up here, hit the like button for your boy, man. Just show some love. Give me an algorithm. You already know what it is. Subscribe to the channel. Peace, blessings, salute. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Look, we got a double header coming up tonight, maybe even a triple header if we got the time to fit it in, because what I'm trying to do is, you know what I'm saying, we're going to talk about Anthony Yarde, Lyndon Arthur, because we got to preview that, because we got that coming up tomorrow. But then also the weigh-ins for Devin Haney, Coco Diaz happened today, so we're going to, click over there, watch that for real quick. But, when it's not going to be too long of a stream, you know what I'm saying, we got to go over it, because, you know what I'm saying, it's some good things that we're looking forward to. And then tonight we got the Bellator card. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I'm going to be here for like the last 3 fights. So make sure y'all join me for that. Special guest Zen going to be up in here. And my goal is to maybe try either fit a Fluence is in after, before, something like that. I got a two-a-day happening, so I got to make sure I fit that in time to get back. So we got all the content coming for you. And then also tomorrow, remember, we got a double header, because what we talking about now, that's what's happening tomorrow. Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde 2. That's going to be happening around, I want to say, like 3:30, 4:30 my time. And then later on, we got Devin Haney versus Coco Diaz, obviously. Then we also got on the MMA side of the game, Jose Aldo versus Rob Font. That's happened 9 my time. So make sure y'all join me for that. You know what I'm saying? Young Zen said, this different over here. He giving y'all all sides every time. So make sure y'all tune in, man. And we just upgrading, we hitting it, and we doing the best we can. And as always, remember, positivity. But we're gonna talk about it. You see, Anthony Yarde, man, he's confident, man. He's feeling good, man, and he feel like he's about to get the W, man. So I don't really blame him in a sense, because I watched the first fight in its entirety, and you might say it's a little bit biased, but I also did a rewatch. Remember this, y'all can find this on the channel. It's way back when, I think it's like a year ago or something. But when I watched the fight, live, I felt like Anthony Yarde had won. Now it was close, because there wasn't much damage taken on either side, and that's one thing that Lyndon Arthur is arguing also, that was pointed out in the entirety of the whole entire fight, was Lyndon Arthur was staying behind his jab, and that was like his most consistent weapon, and that's what was really landing on Anthony Yarde. And in my opinion, at times it landed. It did keep Anthony Yarde at bay at extent of the fight. It did get kind of boring at extent of the fight too, because of that. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, I thought the cleaner shots, the more precise shots that was landing, it came from Anthony Yarde's shot, and also the more damaging shots came from Anthony Yarde's side as well. But I feel like it came down to Anthony Yarde being a little bit too passive. So I'm pretty sure his game plan, he's going to be a lot more aggressive this fight. But he's going to have to be careful being that aggressive because Lyndon Arthur showed some improvements in his last fight that, you know, I didn't see against Anthony Yarde. But that's also because it's a respect factor too. So you know, they're both respecting what they both can bring to the table. So I know that there's no disrespect there, but you know, you seen how confident Yarde was looking, you know, or well, you know, not even only looking but saying. And I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. I watched it, you know, and I didn't mean it in no type of way because I got a lot of hate for that video too. I remember when I had the initial reaction to it, I got a lot of hate in the comments. Dislike button was crazy. I was like, all right, I get it to a certain extent, but I was like, man, I was just being honest. Me actually watching the fight, and then I rewatched it too live, and I pointed out all the details why I felt like Yarde won. It's just I still think Yarde slightly, you know, won this one, and I still, you know, but I think it's still gonna be a hell of a fight. This is. I said Devin Haney and Coco Diaz is the one I'm. Well, actually, I changed it. I was like, I feel like this one I'm most excited for, but I think Devin Haney versus Coco is gonna surprise a lot of people when it comes to the actual fight that happens. Then say Yarde just need to stay disciplined, keeps his hands up, stay patient. Yeah, but also too, he has to make sure he's not too patient because in the last fight, for some reason, I feel like he did a good job of that in the last fight as well. But he wasn't really getting rewarded in the judge's mind because Arthur kind of stayed busy. So I think he stay patient, but also make sure you're staying busy enough where because you're staying busy enough where, you know, the outside eye is looking and they're being like, okay, he's not necessarily getting controlled, you know, by what Arthur is doing, even though to me it didn't look that way, but that's what they said. They was, man. They always say, man. It was all good. But, and by the way, if y'all come up in here, man, hit the like button, man. Show some love. Like I always say, give me an algorithm. But we got some things to talk about. We got some things to look at. So let's first and foremost start off with young Tunde. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people question Tunde. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm saying his name wrong. I'm just being polite, but Ajayi, I'm gonna say his last name. It's better. It's easier for me to pronounce. I say that, but let's listen to him. A lot of people criticized him, not only in his last fight with Lyndon Arthur, but also before the Lyndon Arthur fight. Sergey Kovalev, well, necessarily not. Yeah, not right before, but you know, technically the fight before that, Sergey Kovalev, because of the instructions he was given in the corner, in between the rounds. And a lot of people said, man, he should drop him, this type of shit. And, you know, he shouldn't have him on the team no more. And he ended up keeping him. You know, there was a lot of rumors. There was a lot of things going around after his last fight, after against Lyndon Arthur, that he might drop him. But he just added to the team. You know what I'm saying? He's a character. But he knows his boxing, in my opinion. But he just sometimes, I think he has a hard time, especially when he gets emotional. He gets too emotional at times. So he's not able to really describe what he wants his fighter to do, which I think was a good idea.
It's always about where you are now, and it's always about how the future is going to be, but mainly to focus on the present. And so both boys have the opportunity to prove that it wasn't a fluke, and this is what you're going to get.
I spoke to Anthony just earlier and I asked him.
Now, the only thing I feel disrespectful about that response and to how does he feel about this fight, you know, coming up, you know, the rematch, was that he called it a fluke. So he doesn't think Anthony Yarde deserved that L that he took. So that can either be a bad thing and that could be a good thing. At the same time, Anthony Yarde did do a good job in adding outside coaching, someone who's had an unbiased opinion who can look at it and be like, okay, this is what I saw, and, you know, tell him the God honest truth. And so, you know, we'll see.
Sort of where this compares to sort of the Sergey Kovalev fight. Does he feel this is big? And he said, you know, it's all about the last fight. What's your view on that situation, where this fight ranks? Because this is a rematch. He did lose the first fight by split decision, and that was sort of a world title shot against an established, experienced champion. So what's your view on where this ranks?
I echo the words of Anthony. Ditto.
It's crazy how when you take a couple L's, it'll humble you. Because I remember that man used to talk all types of shit. All types. But you can see now, man, he's a lot more subdued. He's keeping it, you know, I'm not going to say too much. You know, if Yarde said that, I said it. Remember before, he used to speak for Yarde. I remember that, man. If you look at his eye, because you know, I gotta look at the Fire's Instagram page, see if they're looking ready, see what clips they got up. You know, I went on the his. He used to always post all types of training stuff. Now he don't. So I'm like, man, them L's, man, humble you, man. So that's I think that's a good thing, man. It's showing that they focus. Hope Yarde don't go, old boy, who didn't have him train. Oh, don't got. Yeah, he still. That was a dude right there. That was him, Ajay. Same dude. But he added somebody to the camp. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see the adjustments. I like, me personally, seeing the switch in personalities. That means that there is a lot more control in the camp. You know what I'm saying? That, which is a good thing. I think that's what they was lacking last time. But you know, I'm gonna give it to Arthur too. I don't want to sound like a hater against Arthur, because I probably sound like a hater against Arthur. You know, that's how a lot of people feel. But I don't. I think he performed well. I think it's gonna be once again the toughest matchup that Yarde's ever had in his career. I think it's even tougher than Cole. It's hard for me to say it's tougher than Kovalev just because who Kovalev is and what he's done. But at the age that Kovalev was, you can technically say Arthur might be a tough fight. But I really don't think so. But at the same time, Yarde lost that fight. So how much did he learn? We'll see. We'll see though. And I haven't watched Yarde's last two fights, because the last two fights he had, I didn't even know happened. They just came out of nowhere, and it was against people I didn't even know. So I know he was just getting ready for the most part. But so I don't know what type of adjustments he's had, anything like that. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends. If they got him if they just keep him on the camp, but they push back his role, then that's okay, because he did add someone new. So if he's giving the new guy more range and then he's pushing him back, like, hey, yo, you don't need to do as much, then they could make it work. But the difference with AB though is AB never added anyone to his camp though. AB stuck with his coaches and we had around. He never added no one. So at the very least, I'll give and AB actually now he switched it up, because you know he's with the dude GT the Great. So now he switched it up, but beforehand, you know, that's what it, you know, that was the worst. But Yarde, you know, hopefully him adding in this whoever I think it was Cook, they said adding him in, they give him more of the range. They have Ajay, you know, fall back a little bit, let him do his things behind the scenes, and you know, I think it'll work a little bit better in that play. But you know what we here for, man. Let's look at the young weigh-ins. I ain't watched this yet, so let's see how the fighters is looking.
BT Sport tomorrow, beginning at 7:30 p.m. London time. We are going to begin the weigh-in process with our main event participants. They will be competing in a 12-round contest, and it will be the Beast from the East, Yarde.
Yeah, see, look, there you go. There you go, right there, man. Ajay, that's Zen's favorite trainer, man. I was talking to Zen the other day. I was like, man, who do you think is one of the most gifted trainers out there with the most gifted minds? And I remember he said Tunde Ajay. He said that quick. He said it to me. I was like, damn, for real? He said Tunde Ajay is one of the most gifted minds. You better watch out for him. So there you go. There's your boy, man. But he still got him. Telling you, that's family. They said that's family, man. What weight he got him at?
173 pounds
173.
and 12 ounces.
Okay, couple pounds
for
below.
Anthony Yarde.
That probably means he came in more conditioned for this fight. He's probably looking to go
We
the
now
distance.
welcome to the scale the
but
defending
also probably
champion from Muston, Manchester. Undefeated with 19 wins. 13 of his 19 wins
remember that Arthur's still undefeated, boy.
come by way of knockout. Let's welcome to the scale tomorrow night the reigning and defending Commonwealth and WBO Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion, Lyndon King Arthur.
There we go. He's the one with still who, you know, he still got his O. Yarde don't got it no more. Yarde got that too. What he come in at? 174.
£174
I
and
called it.
10
I know.
ounces.
I know he came in for
for
174.
Lyndon Arthur.
He's talking about Zen. Favorite trainer right there. Hey, they was finna squab during the press conference. I didn't know dude was that big. He would have put
And we do
Tunde
need
down.
both fighters and their camps to stay after the weigh-in for the rules meeting. Thank you.
Let's see if we're gonna get some bad blood between the stare down. Hey, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I think I'm most excited for this fight right here. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
This, our main event tomorrow night, live on BT Sport. 12 rounds scheduled for the Commonwealth and WBO Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Championships.
I think Yarde gonna be looking to put down Arthur this time. I won't lie though, man. Yarde he's gonna have to be wary walking into something. Arthur got sneaky power. He really do. So I'm like, hey yo, that fight, I'm excited. That's what we here for. Just before we even because I gotta end this with just see what type of work that's been put in on Yarde and Arthur's side. But just because we talking about weigh-ins, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Gotta look at the Haney, Coco Diaz weigh-in. Ain't watched that. Let's see what's popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Joe Diaz.
Jojo, hey man.
Diaz.
Hell of a weekend for fighting, man. Hell of a weekend for fighting, man. Dude in the background was talking all Tyson shit. All right, I gotta hear what the weight.
4.4 for the challenger, 134.
Came in at 134. Look at that. Don't be talking about missing weight. That's what he's saying. He like, man, don't talk about missing weight with me no more. So young Coco, he came in with that. Okay, a slapping 134. Looks in great shape. Looks like he's ready for war, man. That's. But see, Yarde versus Arthur, I'm more excited for that fight. I'm being 100 with you just because I forgot it was happening. So I'm gonna be more excited for that fight just because of that. But you know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna have just a little bit more of a war on our hands when it comes to Coco. What do you come in at?
135, bang on for the defending
Came
champion.
right in at 135. You got to respect it. I'm trying to see the face off. Let's see if we got a little bit more bad blood in the Coco versus Devin Haney face off right here. See what we got. You could tell he's probably talking all Tyson shit. Oh no, I'm trying to see a face off. I didn't do a face off. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Talking all type of shit.
You ain't about nothing, Jojo. Talking about Fortuna. You ain't done nothing 2012. You ain't had a fight since 2012. You ain't about nothing. Get out the king here, you chump.
He said you ain't fight since 2012.
Devin Haney, Jojo Diaz, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC, the lightweight championship of the world, live on DAZN.
All right, that's gonna be crazy too. All right, we got a couple wars on our hands tomorrow, man. Couple wars on our hands tomorrow. Lyndon Arthur 2. Oh, I said Lyndon Arthur 2. Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde 2. Then we got Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney, man. It's crazy. What's good with the Chinese Yoda? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming up in here, man. Appreciate it. We got some wars on our hand tomorrow, man. I can't wait. I can't decide which one I'm like more excited for, but if you want me to be 100% like real with you, I think I'm probably the most excited for Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur 2. only because I forgot it was happening this weekend. I'm prepared for Devin Haney versus Jojo. I was ready for that. But Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yarde, I didn't expect it. And I'm a big Anthony Yarde fan, so I'm really hoping that Anthony Yarde is going to be able to, one, avenge his loss. Most likely, if he avenges his loss, they'll probably have a trilogy at some point. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Arthur, I don't know if he has that much clout to do so. Oh, you got Arthur winning? Hold on, I'm gonna have to pull that up in a minute. But let's go. I'll go to King Arthur's first. You got Arthur majority decision, Haney late stoppage. What? I agree with you on the Haney one. I can lean toward that on the Haney one. Like, I understand that. I understand that decision. Let me not say agree, but I can understand you saying Haney late stoppage. Arthur majority decision. I'm just gonna be outright front with you. I don't know. There ain't no way I'm allowed that coming. Nah, I respect it. I can see why you can believe that, because Arthur, the way he looked in his last fight, if you really saw what he did successful against Yarde in the first fight against Yarde, then there's a lot he can build on that. But I'm a Yarde fanboy, so I just can't. I'd be devastated if that happened. As I said, Devin's got a crazy hype man with him. I know he was going wild. He was going real wild. He was going real wild, for real. Let's look at it. Let's see how before we get about it, let's see how young Lyndon Arthur is looking, man. Obviously, you got the weigh-ins there, but I just want to see if we got some training videos, maybe. He is a slick boxer, though, man. I'm telling you, I can't play too much of that. They're gonna copyright my joint. But he's a slick boxer. Give me some training footage. I like to see a little bit of training footage. Looks like he ain't gonna give us that. I know Yarde stayed with training footage all up on his joint, but I'll play a couple highlights just so it's not too long. He fast. If y'all haven't seen him before, he's fast, long, stiff jab, able to control the ring beautifully. He always goes at his pace. He's never really dispositioned. He's always in the perfect position, always knows how to make sure that, he's keeping his opponent at the end of his punches. Like, he's a very intelligent boxer. If y'all haven't seen Arthur, fight before, you have to go check out some of his fights, man, for real. So I know how close this is going to be. I know what type of fight this is going to be. Like, I'm not down that no type of way, but might just be leaning toward Anthony Yarde just a little bit. Just a little bit. That just might be being biased. Because if we can get the Anthony Yarde from the Kovalev fight, but with some proper instruction in the corner, I think Yarde has a little bit of trouble dealing with that type of, I think Arthur has a little bit of trouble dealing with that type of that type of wear and thaw when it comes to, being able to put that type of pressure on a boxer with that type of power, but also having that type of slick of defense. His Yarde's defense is amazing. But we'll see. Because like we said, well, not necessarily like I said, but Zen believes him having, tuned in his corner is not a good look. We'll see, though. Let's see if he can give us any training footage happening. Jump rope. I feel like he only be posting when he jump ropes, man, on everything. Like, all right, bet, bro. You can jump rope. Push-up game. All right, that's cool, man. Man, what happened to fighters just always posting that? There we go. Give me some boxing drills, man. Let's see what the work looking like a little bit. Arthur didn't want to give up none of the secret sauce. He's like, I ain't gonna show none of y'all none of the secret sauce, baby. We're gonna keep it simple, but luckily we got a little bit from Yarde here. One thing I will say, I just hope he does not go in there with either the same game plan he had before, or if he goes in there and underestimates Arthur. Because I'm just saying, what he's talking about, I won the fight, it was easy. Well, he didn't say that, but he said, I keep looking at it, I'm like, man, I got to get that rematch. Because, I won the fight, I got to really prove, what I'm saying? It depends. It really depends on who's in his corner, because that can either be a good mindset or a bad mindset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he probably is still the head dude because at the weigh-ins, that's who was there. That's who was there. But we'll see. And that's who was there the longest. You know what I'm saying? That's who's been behind his corner for who knows how long. So as you can see, he's still training, the same gym, the same work. I know that was a little longer ago, but yeah, give me some work. You got some crazy pictures on his Instagram, you know what I'm saying? See, Chinese Yoda, man, he feel the same way. He said Yarde need to sack Tunde in 2006. So you and Zen's on the same wave. Yeah. Zen's not a fan of Tunde at all. Look, the way I feel about Tunde is I think he's a brilliant mind. I know it sounds crazy, but I think he's only brilliant in the gym, because I think he gets way too emotional in the corner. So he doesn't know how to actually direct Yarde in that particular situation, from what it sounds like. Because I'm like, Yarde's he's talented, man. He's real talented. He's gifted, in my opinion, especially for his size. His defense top notch. I think he's a solid guy. But I just think Tunde is as much criticism as he gets and as much criticism that he does deserve. I think Yarde wouldn't be where he is without him. So I don't think he should drop him, but I definitely think he needs to push him back. I agree with that, definitely. Yeah, Kronk. Well, Kronk, that would give, man, because I think Yarde at times is his biggest problem is he's just too defensive. Like he's turned into basically just a counter puncher, and that was his problem against Arthur. He didn't really know how to engage and create and start the fight with Arthur. He kept on trying to trap Arthur when Arthur he was too big, he was too long, and he was too smart. He's like, why am I gonna run into any type of punches when I got you at the end of mine? Tunde holds Yarde's talent back badly. Yeah, I think anyway. I'll say this. At this point, yes. I agree with that. At this point, yes. Beforehand, no, because I feel like he built Yarde into the fighter he is. But I think at this point now, when he's going into this next ascension and he's fighting, top level guys, and he wants to be, talked about against maybe fighting, Dimitri Bivol or I know that's not going to happen, but Dimitri Bivol, they've been talking about him for a while, and they were also talking about man, my mind is blanking. What's the young brother's name over there in the UK under Anthony Joshua's banner at light heavyweight, your champ too. Man, my mind is blanking on that brother's name. He's under Anthony Joshua's banner. Okay, but that he was if y'all remember, man, please drop him in the chat. I cannot remember his name. I might have to look him up real quick, but he was also rumored to fight him as well. No, not a Coley. Not a Coley. Coley is cruiserweight. A Coley's cruiserweight. See, I'm finna have to look up his name, man. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm bad. Somebody out there, they got the base of There we go. What's his name? What's his brother's name? Oh, Buatsi. That's why I couldn't remember his name. I thought, there we go. Oh, yeah. You got, Buatsi. That's what I was talking about. So he was actually, Yarde was supposed to fight Buatsi right before the Sergey Kovalev, or he was rumored. They was like, those are the next big things of the light heavyweight with Dimitri Bivol over there, in the UK. And then, Anthony Yarde, even though he lost to Kovalev, his stock still went up. But that loss to Lyndon Arthur, man, you know what I'm saying? So I think whoever wins this fight is supposed to be next in line to either fight Buatsi or Bivol. It's probably gonna be Buatsi. Yeah. I was off like a mug, but it's probably gonna be Buatsi who ends up fighting. Whoever wins this fight is probably gonna fight Buatsi next, most likely. So Anthony Yarde, he's gonna have to come in, to put that work in, man. He's gonna have to improve on some things. Like the problem with Yarde at this point, him just staying with Tunde, is that he's too counterpunch reliant. That's what got him where he was. You know what I'm saying? Being able to bob, weave, and then return, give you a little bit of something back. But now at this point, he's gonna have to learn, if you're going against a jab heavy fighter like Arthur, who's able to control the pace of the fight, who's able to control the positioning of his opponent. You're gonna have to find different angles and different combinations. You can't just come in naked. You're gonna have to engage in the fight. You just can't wait for him to come forward because Arthur's not that dumb. He ain't just gonna walk into something like that. Boise versus Yarde is fire. Battle of London. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm hoping Yarde wins, but you know it's a tall tale. You know, Arthur ain't no joke. I'm hoping Yarde wins, but Arthur ain't no joke. That's just being real with it. So it's gonna definitely depend on. It's definitely gonna depend on what adjustments he made. Because I don't think if he comes in and he fights exactly the same way he fought last fight, there's no way he's gonna win that fight. I just don't see it happening. I like that. One thing I am seeing in some of these clips, the way he used to work the bag. He used to work the bag real heavy in the Philly shell stance. I like right now he's just working that jab offense. I know he doesn't show everything, but I'm just going off of what he used to show to what he's showing now and the way he's working the bag. It's a little bit different, a little bit more offensive. That's a good thing. Hopefully he's coming to the Arthur fight the same way. So I'm excited, man. Though I'm for real excited. Like, this is probably the fight I'm most excited for. Yarde, you know what I'm saying, versus Arthur 2. Number 2 on that list is definitely Devin Haney versus Coco Diaz. I'm mad excited for that fight too. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be super fire. And then right after that, I got Javante. You know, first Cruz. Now, if Javante and Rolly was still on, I'll probably have that up there. But since it's not Javante Rolly, of course, it can't be my most. You know, I can't be the most excited for that. That's just me being real. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being real at the end of the day. But I want to say this. Salute to the people. Before I get up out of here, salute to the people. I'm going to be back tonight. I'm going to be watching probably like the last 3 fights on the Bellator card because, you know what I'm saying? That's how much I love fight, man. I just want to see Sergio Pettis defend his title. It may not be that exciting, maybe not, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching this. So make sure y'all hop in. Sniper said he's going to be here. I think Zen's going to be hopping up in it. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all about that fight life, make sure y'all join me for Fluence Lounge tonight. I'm finna go get my 2-a-day in right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because I want to be careful. I don't want to put too much pressure on my leg, but I want to come back. I want to give y'all some energy. You heard me? So I'm going to figure out what I'm doing that. But make sure y'all like the video. If you ain't liked it, I appreciate that. Get me in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, be part of the family. And then just make sure y'all join me for Fluence Lounge tonight, man. We're going to be watching some fights. We're going to be chilling, talking shit. You already know what it is. So make sure y'all get up in here for the night, and make sure y'all motherfucking enjoy the rest of y'all day as well. Blessings, positivity, salute, salutations. But I'm gonna get up out of here because you know I got to get that work in. And if you're getting that work in, make sure you get that work in. Salute. I'm about.
That's why you really just don't fade away. But where you been, nigga, really I'd say. Y'all the type of nigga, y'all just really hate. To work you out, but I'm a nigga, go film a play. Stacking money, yeah, like heyday. Praying for some better days. All this pain that you see, that be on my face. Looking guilty like a nigga caught case. Good lady, I swear I've been in the dog's place. Wish that I can go and I could hide my face. Don't know what the fuck lately to really change, but I swear I got money in the bait like I'm pork chase. Something feel like I should be 4th grade. Never felt like you did really just be dumb things. I'm losing no pain, I swear all that shit's fake. But I swear every day, yeah, I just still be getting paid. But all that really do, it really numb the pain. The hurt, I swear it got me feeling so insane. Every day I put a smile up on my face. But every day I swear that shit just be so fake. Frontin' one like on the play. Swear every day I swear I be losing faith. Hoping that it the same thing. But lately I swear I just been here and day. Lately I swear I just really setting days. Yeah, y'all know what I'm feeling, y'all understand what I'm saying. I swear to God, yeah, I ain't really playing. Feel like lately I just be up in the safe. But I don't know there's any more that I can take. Try to do better, but I feel like it's too late. I'm in my head, girl, cause that pussy was great. I swear I was addicted to that pussy fake. Lately feeling so degrade. had you do this bad? How ain't had you do this ad? I'm in my head, thinking who the black. Something in my head say, yeah, it's all just part of the game.